8.3, Example 5, Modeling with Mathematics. A group of friends is launching water balloons. The function f of t equals negative 16t squared plus 80t plus 5 represents the height in feet of the first water balloon t seconds after it is launched. The height of the second water balloon t seconds after it is launched is shown in the graph. Which balloon went higher? So first, let's understand the problem. You are given a function that represents the height of the first balloon, that's this equation up here, and the height of the second balloon is represented graphically, that's this graph over here. You need to find and compare the maximum heights of the balloons. So one way we can do this is we can compare the maximum heights by representing both functions graphically. We can use a graphing calculator to graph the equation of the first function in the appropriate viewing window, which means I would have to change the window so I can see the entire parabola. Then we can visually compare the heights of the balloons. You don't have to do it this way. We could do it another way. If you're not sure how to change the window, I can show you that in the next video. But I want to also show you that you don't have to use the viewing window to get to this answer. What we could also do is we could use the formula x equals the opposite of b over 2a. And we're getting these equations, or these numbers, the 2 and the a, the a and the b, from our equation that we originally were given. In the equation that we're given from the beginning, up at the top, our b is 80 and our a is negative 16. We can plug those into here. So this is going to be negative 80 over 2 times negative 16 is negative 32. So then I want to take this and plug this and find out what this value actually equals. So negative 80 divided by negative 32, that equals 2.5. So now I'm going to take 2.5 and I'm going to take that 2.5, plug it into the initial equation, and then we can find out what the y value is. So let's take 2.5 and let's plug it into the original equation up here for both of these t's. And I'm just going to do it in my calculator to find out what it is very quickly. So negative 16 times 2.5 squared plus 80 times 2.5 plus 5. And in my calculator, I got y equals 105. So now I can just take that 105 and compare it with the graph of the second function if I wanted to do this a different way. Look at the second graph over here. I can see that this maximum value here is a little bit more than 125. So if this is like maybe let's say 130, and I found for the first balloon I got 105, well, definitely the second balloon is going higher. If you wanted to do your graphing calculator, you can set up your graph like this, and you can see, again, this is the maximum height right around 100, and that agrees with what we just said. Okay, you can also use the maximum feature in your calculator, and I can show you how to do that. We're going to watch Big Ideas explain another one.
Two jugglers toss beanbags in the air. The function h of t equals negative 5t squared plus 5t plus 1 represents the height in meters of a red beanbag after t seconds. The height of a blue beanbag t seconds after it is launched is shown in the graph. Which beanbag went higher? First, enter the function h of t equals negative 5t squared plus 5t plus 1 into your calculator and graph it. Notice that the blue beanbag reaches a maximum height between 2 1/2 and 3 meters. Notice that the red beanbag reaches a maximum height between 2 and 2 1/2 meters. So the blue beanbag went higher.